It was early December, and for once, I was actually excited about living in my HOA neighborhood. I had just finished putting up my Christmas lights, and let me tell you, they were glorious. Not just a few strands on the bushes, no. I went full Clark Griswold. The roof was outlined in LEDs. The bushes sparkled. The inflatable Santa in my yard waved like a politician in a parade. I even had synchronized lights that danced to Christmas music. I stood back, sipping my hot cocoa, proud of my work. And that's when I heard it. The sound of angry footsteps crunching across my lawn. Karen. She adjusted her scarf like she was gearing up for battle and barked, "Karen, these lights are a nuisance. They're too bright, too loud, and they are a clear violation of community standards." I nearly choked on my cocoa. By the way, before this turns into the Christmas war of the century, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because HOA drama like this happens year-round. At first I laughed. I thought she was kidding. I mean, come on, it's Christmas, but nope. Karen shoved a paper in my hand. It was an official warning she typed up herself. Not from the HOA, from her. Me. "Wow, did you get this printed at the North Pole Bureau of No Fun?" Her glare could have melted snow. Karen. "If you do not remove these lights immediately, I will escalate this to the board and have you fined." I shrugged. Me. "Go ahead. But good luck explaining to the board why Rudolph is a threat to community safety." Karen stormed off, but I knew this wasn't over. A week later, an envelope arrived. The HOA had officially taken Karen's side. The letter read, "Your holiday decorations are deemed excessive, disruptive, and not in line with community aesthetics. Failure to remove them will result in a $250 fine, $250, for Christmas lights." I marched down to the HOA office with the letter in hand. The board sat around a long table, looking like judges on America's Next Top Grinch. Board President. "Your display has caused multiple complaints. It is excessively bright, the music is disruptive, and it creates an unsafe distraction for drivers." I raised an eyebrow. Me. "So let me get this straight. Santa Claus is now a public safety hazard?" Karen sat in the corner, grinning like she had just won the lottery. I knew then that I had two choices: back down or double down. And if you've been watching my channel long enough, you know exactly which one I chose. And hey, if you're enjoying watching me battle HOA logic, or lack of it, smash that subscribe button. Trust me, this story only gets crazier. The next night, my lights came back on, but this time, I added more. Twice as many, actually. The house looked like Times Square married Las Vegas and had a baby on steroids. Cars started lining up outside to see the light show kids were dancing in the street. Someone even brought hot cocoa to sell. And Karen? Oh, she was fuming. "Karen, this is harassment. You are weaponizing Christmas against me." I nearly fell off my ladder laughing. Of course, Karen called the cops, because nothing says holiday spirit like dialing 911 over a snowman inflatable. 2 officers showed up. They stood there, watching my synchronized light show flash to Jingle Bell Rock. One of them actually started nodding his head to the beat. Officer. "So, you called us for Christmas lights?" Karen screeched back. "Karen, they are blinding. Offensive. A danger to this community." The other officer chuckled. "Officer, ma'am, unless Santa himself is trespassing, this is not a police matter." They left, and Karen looked like she was about to pass out. That's right, even the cops couldn't stop laughing. Subscribe now if you love watching Karen lose in spectacular fashion. The next morning, I got another letter. $250 fine, then another, and another. By Christmas Eve, I had racked up nearly $2,000 in fines. Did I care? Nope. Why? Because something amazing was happening. The neighbors loved my lights. Every night, families came out. People brought cookies. Even the local news showed up. I became the guy with the lights, the one spreading holiday cheer. And Karen? She became the neighborhood Scrooge. Finally, the HOA called me in for a final hearing. The board president cleared his throat. Board president, sir, you have refused to comply with our orders. You now owe $2,000 in fines. I leaned forward. Me. Actually, no, I don't. Because according to state law, holiday decorations are protected. You can't fine me for Christmas lights. The room went silent. Karen gasped like she had seen a ghost. Karen, this is an outrage. If this continues, the entire neighborhood will descend into chaos. I smirked. Me. Then I guess it'll be a very merry chaos. The HOA backed down. They had no legal standing. My fines? Gone. My lights? Still shining. And on Christmas Eve, the entire block came together for the show. Kids sang carols. Parents toasted with hot cocoa. Even the cops who came earlier drove by and waved. Karen stood at her window, scowling in the dark. Her house, the only one without a single light. Neighbor. Looks like the Grinch really did live next door. I laughed so hard my cocoa nearly spilled. So here's the moral of the story. Sometimes, standing up to HOA nonsense isn't just about winning. It's about bringing people together. My Christmas lights didn't just annoy Karen. They reminded the entire neighborhood what the season was really about. And every time I see her glare at me, I just smile. Because deep down, I know she'll never forget the year I turned my house into the North Pole and beat her at her own HOA game. And hey, if you enjoyed this holiday disaster, make sure you subscribe to my channel because the HOA drama never takes a vacation.